And up the elevator we go, because we are going to be heading back over to Talon Overworld today. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Metroid Randomizer. So today we are doing one challenge and one mini challenge. The mini challenge being no HUD on the map. But the main challenge for me will be only using missiles. And the reason I say it's going to be a challenge is because I might use the wrong button to actually fire the missiles. We'll see about that. But either way, I thought I would just incorporate some challenges here and there in the scheme of things. But also, one thing I would just say, the only exception to not using missiles is to open up doors, because we unfortunately cannot use the missiles to open up any of the doors. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what is yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. One day it may dry when it comes... That was a proper sentence that I was reading right there. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never dry out. Heck yeah, Chozo. You do that. But also we got missiles in here, and apparently things that we can scan. It appears to be the first of the 3 locking mechanisms that seals this door's gate. And then the second, and then the third, which I don't think actually unlocks it. But either way, we will just continue on. Have my finger on the right button this time, so that we don't do the double beam. So far so good, but the question is, how much missiles do we have? We will be getting some more, and we got ourselves our power upgrade. We go to Talon Overworld, but we are going to use the charger beam to get over to this missile over here, because we may as well.
A few minutes later.
We are going to try to also avoid using up all our missiles right now as well. But one thing that I want to do next episode as well is do a almost pacifist challenge, because we can't be completely passive for things, for like bosses and mini bosses that we have. But if you're interested in that, I would look forward to it, like me, for the next episode, because, well, why not? It will make it interesting trying not to actually attack everything in this game. And if you guys want to make it extra challenging for me, you could also tell me to not, attack boxes and stuff like that, because that would make it even more harder to actually try to get some health. And now we're going to blow those guys up so that we can use the spiral up here as well.
More moments later.
So I don't know if this is just a shortcut to get up over here, but whoa, look at these vibes. Absolutely gorgeous. And I forgot that right now we can actually pew things, because why not? It was slanted at the top of them. Now I don't exactly know which way we actually need to go, so we're just gonna go up over here, and if we need to go back to the main hub, then we'll just do that. Now we're just going to pew this. I just remembered that eventually we need to just go back somewhere. And I forgot what we did to actually defeat that little thing, so it's just like, poof, I am now in your face. It's interesting how some of the enemies actually just don't despawn as you go through. Like, I've noticed that the war wasps actually end up doing that themselves, because they're like, yo, hello, there's a save area that you just completely ignored us, and now we're just going to be lingering right outside. And ow, I ran into that dude. Now another challenge that I also would like to do at some point is actually doing a no damage run. Oh, I see, I just couldn't see it before, you just need to blow that up. I like how that one actually wasn't super obvious that it was right there, but my goodness, trying to find that though was just really awkward. And so far, I actually really like playing without the HUD. So let me know if you guys would want me to play this without the HUD or with the HUD. Because honestly, I'll probably just keep it off, because at that point the only thing that I would really want to know is if I could use the missiles or not. And now we got ourselves another suit upgrade, which I believe is actually the double jump, Or maybe it just allows us to jump higher. We'll see soon enough, but I really like how this boost we're going. Space jump boost acquired. Plus L and B or whatever, whichever buttons it is, and A. It is a double jump, which means we'll be using this somewhere, as long as we can actually get back up. There we go. So I was thinking, since we're actually like right next to the area, first we're going to go over here to see if we can double jump up here. I don't believe so. I think we're a little bit too low to actually get up there. We are. We're going to go back to a Magmoor Cavern because we're right next to the elevator there anyways. And now let's see if we can blow these dudes up with the missile. We can but can't. Although that being said, we could just go into the water and completely ignore it. Although we did get hit by its poison, but that's okay. So there is an option to go up there, but we can't actually go up there because the door is blocked off from the next beam that we'll eventually be getting. So we're just going to just ignore these guys because we can, as the door is just like, no, you are not going to ignore them. It's like, excuse me, door. And we need to use the ball over here. And since we are in here, this is actually where one of my favorite musics is, just in video games in general. So here is a question of the day for you guys. What is your favorite video game music, or just favorite music in general? And I will let you guys know that in the next episode, because there is actually quite a bunch of musics that I actually like, especially in video games. Now hopefully we can destroy those guys before all our missiles get taken away, because we don't know how many we actually have. That's the whole point of this HUD and this being combined together, is that it actually makes it a little bit more challenging to actually know how much we actually have, as I just completely dropped down. And I don't know if I will try to be... Actually, I was gonna say try not to use charge beam against those guys, because I don't know if it's avoidable in certain rooms, but we'll see about that. Because I think we're about halfway through, I don't really know. But I'm interested to know how we're supposed to get down into this room. And as we go up, because another camera actually decided to attack us. And I know those things aren't actually cameras, they are literally just, pew pew dudes. But I still find it funny just to call them cameras. But another question for you guys as we are going up here, because I think this is actually where we need to go now. So we have to double jump, so we can actually get up here. Hurrah! Anyways, that's trailing off from the question. So to ask you guys, what is an enemy that you like, or really very much dislike? And bridge lacks power, we are also low of health, okay. And, oh, that makes sense. So we need to find some health, which thankfully we could go here. And I think that will actually be the answer for next episode, because, well, I have a few that I like and I dislike. Just use the the ability to do that we just got. I'm pretty sure is what we actually need to do. There we go. The only reason why I really didn't try to do that is because I'm used to having to use a bomb to get up there. And we got ourselves an artifact. Okay. And a portion of the area is unstable, which I don't know if that's going to be an issue for us, or if it means it's just going to break underneath us as soon as we get this artifact handed to us. So, ooh, strength. Now we got, I think, 1 out of X amount. I don't remember how many we actually need to collect. But it is cool that we had gotten that. I don't think there's anything else we need to do in this room. Unless it's saying that we need to blow this up or something like that. Because it says that it's unstable and it is in red. But nothing actually happens, so we're going back here. So I think there is another way over yonder. And I also don't really remember what the chosen freedoms actually do. So obviously we can actually read about it because it brought us to the menu. But at the same time I'm not really sure. And now I'm not really sure where we need to go. So we could probably, okay, I don't know what we just got caught of, but owie. And there is our, I believe it's actually our first game over, which means I will have to redo all that we just did there because we didn't save. Unfortunately, it doesn't, save our progress once we get upgrades. Which is fine, because I think with that, even though it's going to be a little bit of a quick episode, we shall actually leave it here. Actually, did it actually bring us to it? Okay. It did bring us all the way back around, but that is okay. And that was a time where I didn't use our missiles because, again, just going around, I also needed to figure out exactly where we need to go as we catch up. But, yes, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap the subscribe button, so something down in the comments down below. And in the next video, we'll probably be back in Magmoor Ruins? That, or back in Chosen Ruins. I don't really know. Either way, we'll figure that out in the next episode. And if you would like to see more challenges, please let me know, because I really want to incorporate them as we fall all the way back down. As it's honestly been really fun, even though I'll try to remember so hard just to press the right button, which lasted up until now. But again, HUD or no HUD, up to you guys. But before I continue to ramble on, we will say peace.